Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host Scotty McCoy, and I have a great guest on the phone from the indie film Samhain. She played an extra in the film. She was the zombie nurse trick or treat kid, and she was also the prop manager behind the scenes. And it is Skylar Turner. Hi Skylar, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Scotty. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to have you. You're actually my first child guest on the phone, which is exciting.
Wow.
Yes, I know I booked Gage for an interview on Friday. He'll be my second. Obviously, I like to get parental permission for a disclaimer in this interview, so that way I have the parents' permission and before I can actually get the consent of the child, which is great. And obviously, your mom obviously adores me, so it's great that I knew there would be no issues there. So let me see. I have quite a few questions here. So the first part's a two-part question. The first part of it is, what was it like to be part of Samhain in a behind-the-scenes capacity, and what was it like to be a part of Samhain on the air as a trick-or-treater?
So it was definitely new to me because I really didn't know anyone, and it was kind of like it was a hard process to get used to everyone because I don't really talk to anyone like on a big cast. So it was definitely new to me, and being a trick or treater, it was definitely fun because you got to get all dressed up and get your costume all ready, get your makeup done, and just be
Yeah,
trick or
yeah, and the best part about it was like that is that I mean we were filming. It was originally going to be filmed in October, but then there was some schedule changes because we had to meet like 10 or so kids and their parents' schedules on top of the people that were already filming outside of the trick or treat scene. So we had about what like I think it was like early September we ended up changing it to. So we got to do Halloween come early, which is really
Yep.
cool. The second question I has is we know your mom, Crystal, works behind the scenes as the boom mic operator. So what was it like to do Samhain with her?
It was definitely fun. I never thought in a million years that I would be in a movie with my mom being part of the crew.
Right.
And it was also very very fun because I would get to go on set with her and me and interact with all the cast members and just
Right.
act like a movie family.
Right, and we were a big family. I know that doing the movie, like it's one thing I learned early on in when I started back at Trash TV streaming in Ashland. Wasn't my company; it was my ex English teachers, my high school English teachers, company. But we ended up like one thing he taught me was that acting you feel very uncomfortable in a way because you're not acting like yourself. You got to act goofy or you have to act as the role. But the reason why is because the role is produced. So it some people get it naturally, but I know for me it was I was very very nervous and I felt weird and I felt odd and awkward. So did you ever have any of that like where you were on set as a trick or treater? Did you like feel awkward having to do the scene at all or feel weird because of it being produced?
Yes, there was. It was actually the very first time we filmed with all the kids. It was very different because I'm very shy around new people and new kids, and I just kind of went out of my comfort zone and just did it.
Right, that's awesome though, and I'm glad you did because you did a really good job. You really did. Let's see. So what was it like being a prop manager on set, and is there anything you'd like to see different in any future projects for that position for any future movie roles?
It was very time consuming being a prop manager, and yet basically you get the props out, you give them to the actors and actresses, and then you sit and wait till that scene is done, and then they give them back to you, and then you organize it and put it into the right spots.
Right.
And also, if we ever change something, I would definitely say more props, because more props equals a better movie.
Right, exactly. Like, I mean, we had the natural, Halloween here, like, the Halloween like decor here and there, but I think we definitely in some scenes could have had that a lot more. That's one thing that I would definitely change as well. Like, I would make sure we had the props, where, we had different type of decor where, obviously in the same scenes, but kind of make it more Halloweenish in a way in certain scenes. We had pumpkins, which is good. Let's see. So, what was your the most memorable moment for you on the set of Samhain?
That is a very good question. I would say when we were filming the last scene and everyone, we gathered around the fire and we took a picture together.
That's awesome. That was really good, and that picture came out really nice too.
Yeah.
So, describe your relationship with Tyler Ebert, and he played Benjy Turner in the movie.
So my relationship with him is kind of like a brother and sister relationship,
Mm-hmm.
where it's not like real fighting. It's just like little bickers, and sometimes, but most of the time we always would get along, and we'd have fun.
Right. Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and he's going off to college. I know I wanted to book him for an interview this week, and he wasn't available. So I'm gonna talk to him because I plan on doing another week of Samhain set with different cast members, and hopefully I can get him then, probably early October-ish, maybe. I was thinking of doing something like that. So how did you find out about Samhain holding auditions, and what made you want to be a part of the film?
Well, I heard about it from my mom at first because she was saying about these auditions, and then I was thinking to audition for a talking role or a just like an extra role, and I was very nervous. I was very I kind of had like stage fright with talking because I didn't know anybody. So I just I did the audition for the voice, didn't get it, but that's okay because I was still an extra.
Exactly, and look where that led to you. Like that, you might have not gotten a talking part, but you got to be an extra, and you made a whole family where you're a part of the Gravestone family now. You have a behind the scenes role as the prop manager for any future projects. We do have a couple of things in store for you for future projects if you're willing to come back and all that. So we do have things going on with you, and I mean. You might not have gotten that role, but it led to a brighter future for the company too with you,
Yep.
which is exciting. So what was the best part? I mean, the yeah. What was the best part about being on the set of Samhain, and what was the worst?
The best part of filming was getting together with everyone and just seeing how the process had gone, from seeing when they were filming, just to see it all behind the scenes and just really see them put themselves out there. And that was one of my favorites. That was the best thing, I would say. But the worst thing was definitely when we stopped filming because it was kind of discombobulated a little bit, but
Right.
it was also, we also stopped the process. It would have been, nice to see it just continue, because my favorite part was seeing everyone be their own character and be their own person,
Right.
to impersonate their own character.
Right. I remember at the end of filming, Tyler and there was quite a few others that were really really upset when we wrapped because there's no more filming. And it's like, oh no, like everybody's thinking like, is there any other projects in the works? Am I going to even be a part of the projects? Am I even going to be filming with Gravestone anymore? I mean, they're really the only company in Schuylkill County, or that that does movies. There might be another one here and there but I mean, right now we're the active one. You were just in a movie with us, so like all those thoughts go through your mind. And of course, like, we would give anybody that we can a role, especially ones that did future projects with us, because they showed their skills and we know what they're capable of. But it was very sad when we wrapped. But I mean, we did grow. We did, like I said, I've been saying, we created a big family, and it was really nice. To have you a part of that family, have your mom a part of that. I mean, Brett says the same thing. He loved doing a scene with Gage on set because it's his son, and he got to do a movie with his son. How many people can say they can do a movie with, a parent could say they did their movie with their child, and the child did a movie with their parent. And Brett is able to do that with Gage, and you were able to do that with your mom, and that's so amazing. Like, I mean, it's surreal. Like, I mean, and the filmmaking process, just seeing that is so unique. It really is. It's you get to see the behind the scenes of it, because you can verify, like, we didn't film in order of the movie. We filmed way out of order. Like, we filmed the end of the movie last, which, oh, that comes in order. But no, we also filmed the first time you see the nerds. Like, we filmed that at the very beginning of the movie. We filmed that at the last as well. That was right before the end of the movie. So let's see, where are we at? So, if there was anything at all to change during the filming of Samhain, what would it be and why?
Definitely more time on set.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a lot of time we would be off set, and then there would be nothing to do. So I figured, if we had more time on set, we would be less bored, and yeah, we would take breaks in between. That's normal. But I feel if we had a lot more time, like, or to do more things and to reshoot everything,
Right.
I feel like it would be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And like, we were limited with time constraints, and I think one of the biggest time constraints was the fall, because like, it's a Halloween movie, so we had what, a couple months to film. Like, how would it be to see be Halloween in the wintertime and snow? Yeah, it happened in our area before, but I mean, a lot of people watch it and be like, well, this is like a Christmas movie. This isn't a Halloween movie. Like, it just takes away from the atmosphere of it. Let's see. Sorry, Amanda messaged me. Let's see. I saw a lot of videos of you doing makeup related things. So, would you like to someday do something in the makeup industry, like start your own line, or maybe like a YouTube video? And where does your inspiration of makeup come from?
So I've never really gotten into makeup as much as I have now, and I would love to make my own company because if you think about it, the process of making all these types of shade names and what the packaging is going to look like and what type of accessories and stuff you're going to have, and what type of logo you're going to have, I think it's a hard process, but it's also a fun process, because once it's all done, then you get to display your work and you get to show everybody, hey, I made this palette, and this palette is one of my favorite creations that I ever did.
Right.
And I would definitely do a YouTube video, not just about, like, going into the makeup industry, but more like doing tutorials on how to do makeup and everything, some Halloween looks, SFX looks. And my inspiration, most of it comes from Jeffree Star, who sells makeup. He reviews makeup. He does makeup. And he's very successful with all of his palettes. And I also get inspiration from all the MUAs. Pretty much anyone who can do makeup, like people at Ulta who do their makeovers, and popular people, but it's always fun to see who can do makeup and how good they can do it and what type of look they can do with the eyeshadows that they have.
That's awesome.
So,
And yeah, I think you really should start a YouTube channel. I mean, you could put tags in there where people that search YouTube can they can end up finding your videos. And I think you do really good on that. Eventually, when you get to a certain number of subscribers, you can monetize the videos. You can make some money doing that. I mean, I think that'd be really good if you did that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, I don't know how it would work because of you being 13. I think you are, right?
yep.
So I don't know how that would work. But I know your mom might be able to help, and if she doesn't, even if she doesn't know, like she could do some research on it. Because I'm not sure if YouTube has any type of rules regarding monetization having to be a certain age. But even so, like you can always put like kind of like talk to your mom and see what she thinks and kind of research that type of information. I think you'd be good at that though. Even if you don't monetize it, just like do a makeup tutorial and then, eventually it can be monetized at some point. But I think you do really good at that. So the last question I got for you is, what was your start into watching horror movies, and what movie was your inspiration on saying I would love to be in a horror movie?
So, I was very young. It was from my mom. My mom and my dad told me, well, they didn't tell me, but I would watch them all the time. I would watch Halloween and Friday the 13th and just learn to not be afraid of these characters because they're not real. They won't actually come and kill you or haunt you. And the horror movie that really wanted me to be like, actually, one day if I could be in a horror movie, would definitely be Halloween. I started out with with those movies, and I loved them. I even joked around that Michael Myers was my boyfriend.
That's awesome. Yeah, Halloween is probably my favorite as well. Do you have anything else to add during the interview that I didn't cover?
Make sure to get your tickets to the Samhain premiere, and hope to see you guys there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, Skylar.
Of course.
So before I let you go, I just want to give everybody a little update on Samhain. So Samhain will be out in select theaters in October 2020 throughout the month. Make sure most of it's going to be throughout Pennsylvania, but keep an eye out, and Samhain will be, you'll be able to go, find it if you're in Pennsylvania. But if you're not in Pennsylvania, it's not in a theater near you, make sure to go on Amazon. For Amazon Prime users, you're able to stream Samhain on Amazon Prime. And then also, if you are also in the Pennsylvania area, in Coaldale, Pennsylvania, at the Angela Triplex Theater, we have the Samhain premiere. It'll be at 6 p.m. is when the doors open. That's when the red carpet also starts, and we're gonna show the movie around. We're gonna do the screening around 7 o'clock. So if you need to get your tickets, you can go to www.samhainpremiere or SAMHAIN premiere.eventbrite.com. Also follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/gravestonefilms. And then we also have a page for the movie, www.facebook.com/Samhainmovie. And if you can't get enough of Gravestone Films or Samhain or our cast and crew, you can simply go to our website, which is www.gravestonefilms.com. And yes, we are HTTPS. We are Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, meaning we do have a certificate, and if you go anywhere on that site, we are secure. You will not get any viruses. You will not be hacked. You will not have any type of identity theft. Everything is secure on that website. So if there's any type of purchases on there, like getting premiere tickets through our website, you will be 100% safe, I guarantee, and promise you that. But I thank you, Skylar, for joining us.
Of course, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Not a problem, and you have a great rest of your night.
You too.
All right, bye.